This is Dr. Herbert Harris, and I want to welcome each and every one of you to the New You for a New Life webinar. And I want to make sure that everyone can hear me. Just if you can just type in your box that you can hear me. I see Monica, Lucille, yes. Okay, Tina. So, all right, can you see my screen and can you hear me? Just type in the box. Okay. Yes, Bill says you can hear me. Linda says you can hear me and you can see my screen. Excellent. Okay, thank you. All right, then we'll get going. Welcome, welcome. Good, good, good. Thank you, Tina. All right. All right, good, good. All right, we're almost ready here. This is a New You for a New Life webinar. And this is Dr. Herbert Harris. Can everybody see my picture and the books and everything in the presentation? You should see my picture and some of the books I've written, How to Make Money in Music. Okay, just let me know so that I can make sure you can see our screen and you can hear me. So the slide up, Linda says you can see my picture. Great, okay, all right. So you can see my picture, you can hear me. Let us get rolling. I want to welcome each and every one of you to the webinar. This is Dr. Herbert Harris, and I am a retired attorney and an author and a network marketing expert. I'm also CEO of the Life Skill Institute, and really for the last 30 years have been committed to helping people do more than they ever thought they could, be more than they ever thought they could be, and have whatever they desire. Just a few pictures. One of my consultants was telling me that I needed to lighten up a little bit, and so I just had some pictures of myself on stage and with my friend Montel Williams and Eric Worre in network marketing, and some of my daughter hanging out with me on our tandem. And I guess the purpose of this is to say, hey, I love to have fun. And in life, if what you do isn't fun, you may not want to do it. So this is the New You for a New Life Transformational webinar. And I want to really set this webinar up for certain people. And one of the questions is, would you like to be clear about what you want to do with your life? And it seems kind of an interesting question. I think most of us are adults here, and we've been around a while, but it's amazing that you can actually go through life, live a life, take care of kids, raise families, and still not be clear about what you really want to do, what you really want to be, what you really want to have in life. And so would you like to be clear about what you really want to do with your life? Another question, would you like to learn, practice, and master success skills that will change your life forever? One of the interesting things about success is this. In the universe, you have spiritual laws, you have physical laws, you have success laws, and all of these laws operate pretty absolutely. You know, gravity works. Similarly, the law of mind works. You know, the first law of success says, whatsoever you think in your heart, you will experience in your life. And that is so true. So would you like to learn, practice, and master the success skills that will change your life forever? If you'd like to learn these skills, Just type in yes, yes. Because when you master these skills, believe me, your life will be completely different. So let's see some yeses. Would you like to master the skills for success? Type in yes so that we'll know that you're there. Yes, Lucille. Yes, William. Beautiful. Now, would you like to overcome procrastination, be more focused, more confident, and create a new life for yourself? And I think that the answer again is yes. Well, the good news is that you are at the right place at the right time. In the New You for a New Life webinar, we're going to cover the following tonight. One, why is it important to create a new vision? Number two, how to create a new vision of the life you desire to live. And then number three, how to make the new you into the new life. How to make the new you into your new life. When I thought about this webinar and this whole series, it became so clear that many of us are doing okay, but we would certainly like to make a change in our lives. We'd like to be more, we'd like to do more, we'd like to have more. And guess what, folks? That's possible. Not only is it possible, it is a direct result of the actions you take in accord with the success laws and some of the things you learned tonight. When you stay to the end of this webinar, we're going to go an hour. When you stay to the end of this webinar, you will receive 2 special training videos that can change your life forever, no matter what, whether you join us in the classes and the things that we do at the Life Skill Institute. But these 2 videos, if you do nothing else, they can change your life. How to overcome lack of focus. Lack of focus and procrastination are the double hitters of the causes of failure. Most people fail because they procrastinate and they lose focus on their goals. So just these 2 videos will help you get your life on track. We're going to be looking at 8 keys to developing the new you. The first key to creating the new you is to develop your vision of the life you desire. To create the new life you desire, you must start with a vision of the new you. And someone often says, well, who is the new you? What is the new you? The new you is that person that you were born to be. The new you is that person who fulfills your purpose on this earth. The new you is the person that the world needs. You know, all of us were created in a very special and divine way. And the creator, by whatever name, never creates junk or anything that is unnecessary. So the fact that you're alive means that you're a gift to the world and that you come with a blessing and with benefits to share on the world. And this entire success journey is about how to look inside yourself and develop that new vision of who you are destined to be. One of the spiritual principles is where there is no vision, the people perish. Where you have no vision, you fail. When you have no vision of the life you would like to live, you will most likely be unhappy and fail to achieve that new you for a new life. Now, I don't want to cast negative concepts out there, But just as gravity helps a plane to fly, gravity can harm you when you jump out of a window. And so the things that we're sharing tonight are things that can either work for you or work against you, because the universe is harmonic, the yin and yang. So when you do have a vision, you will prosper. When you don't have a vision, you probably won't. So how do we create this new vision for a new life? Well, this is really a direct application of the third universal law of success. Being alive means being a benefit to the world. Thank you so much, Akila. So the third universal law of success, the law of vision, is powerful. And as I refer to the different laws, these are abstracted from and excerpted from our book, The 12 Universal Laws of Success, the Superachiever Edition. So much of the work here is based on the book that has sold 1 million copies and has helped so many people around the world. In fact, in our Superachiever Edition, we have 30 superachievers who have changed their life using the principles in this book. So let's go on. The law of vision. The law of vision requires that you have a crystal clear picture in your mind of what you want to be, do, and have. When this picture, your vision, is fully internalized through your senses, it manifests in your life experience. By writing your vision clearly and in great detail, you can analyze it, you can dissect it, you can break it down into identifiable goals. And so vision is the foundation for the rest of your life. It's the blueprint for your reality. This universal law of vision has two aspects: specificity and imagination. Now, specificity, this is a spiritual principle. And the spiritual principle is this: write your vision, make it plain upon tablets, that you may run that readeth it. The spiritual principle is that you must crystallize the thoughts in your mind and make these thoughts plain. And that once you do that, you can run that readeth it. In other words, you can do it. You can make a plan. You can follow that plan. For your vision is yet for an appointed time. Now that's important, because many times, especially those of us who have been on the success journey for a long time, very often we'll have a goal and a vision for ourselves, and we don't see it manifesting at a particular point. I guarantee you, those on the webinar tonight, if you've had a vision for something you want to be doing and have, and it just has not manifested, don't worry. You see, your vision is yet for an appointed time. Your vision has an independent life of its own. For example, if you want to feed your family and you have seed corn and you plant the seed corn, and no matter how good a farmer you are, no matter how diligently you take care of your seed corn, you cannot feed your family next week or next month, because the seed corn has the vision of its manifestation says it takes between 60 and 100 days to grow, based on the soil and the conditions. And so many visions that you may have of yourself and of where you want to be, if they have not manifested yet, don't quit. Don't be discouraged. That vision is for an appointed time. You simply have to hang in there. And in the end, it shall speak. In other words, if you follow through on your vision, if you do what must be done, the results will come. Though it may tarry, wait for it. It will surely come to pass. In the end, it shall speak. This is really a statement of confidence. When the farmer plants the corn, he not only has confidence in his own ability, he must have confidence in the growing process for corn. He must believe that in 60 to 100 days, that corn will manifest. Similarly, with the visions we have in our minds, if they have not manifested yet, hang in there, because that vision is for an appointed time, and all we have to do is to keep seeking, keep knocking, and keep asking. So let's look at this goal thing. If we have a vision, then what's the relationship between the vision and the goal? The goal is the line or place at which a race or trip is ended. Goals are stepping stones that guide you to your vision of who you are, what you are about, and whatever you desire to achieve. Goals take you from the now you to the new you. And that is why the vision is so important, because you have to have a destination. You have to go somewhere. When you have a vision, it's a vision of something. And the goals are the stair steps to your vision. I like to look at this diagram, and I call it 360 degrees of reality. The universe is created harmonically. And so you have the negative and the positive. And so all the laws that operate negatively operate positively. Choose this day whom you will serve. We decide to operate in the 180 degrees of possibility, of abundance, of joy, of happiness. So in that 180 degrees of positivity, we discover our vision. And one of the things in our book, when we talk about the law of vision, is you find your vision when you begin to look for your purpose, when you begin to see your life from a higher perspective of the people you can help, the people you can share with, the people whose lives you can impact. Can you imagine Dr. King's vision? As he said, of white kids and black kids sitting at the table of brotherhood. What a vision. Can you imagine Gandhi's vision of a united India, of a great country, a sprawling giant? Gandhi once said, when you have a vision, he said, at first, they laugh at you when you share your vision. He said, and then they fight you. And then you win. The vision is the big picture, and your goals are the steps that guide you to your vision. And so your vision can always be broken down into doable steps. And that is how you can achieve the vision, knowing that the process says that if you achieve the goals along the way, the vision comes automatically. So goals also provide opportunities to build your faith and your self-confidence. As you move towards the new you, there's always doubt and things that creep in, and people that undermine your confidence and say that you can't do and you can't be and you can't have. But when you set goals, appropriate goals, so that each time you accomplish a goal, it builds your strength, it builds your self-confidence. It's like being a weightlifter. You don't walk in to the gym doing what they call it, a snatch and jerk of 250 pounds. But you can start with 50 and work your way up there to 250, maybe over 6 months. And so goals give you those confirmations and that there's faith and that self-confidence that your vision will be realized. So let's just take a pause for a minute. That is a profound statement. It's just everybody take a deep breath, hold it, let it out slowly. Take a deep breath, hold it, Let it out slowly. And affirm, I am at peace with myself. I'd like those of you on the webinar to just write that phrase and enter it as a statement to yourself that you're at peace with yourself. I am at peace with myself. Just type that in and hit enter. Because when you're at peace with yourself, you can be open and receptive to the new ideas. Monica says, I am at peace with myself. Yes, 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 yes. And Tina, yes, I am at peace with myself. Beautiful, beautiful. Because once you're at peace with yourself, you can then be open and receptive to new ideas. And it's important in your success journey to be open and receptive. I'm at peace with myself. Thank you, Bill. So let's look at the importance of goals. Beautiful. Linda, Barry, thank you. All of you, beautiful. Wow, so many of you. We often hear of the Harvard University and the Yale University studies that where they've tracked certain students with respect to the following question. Have you set clear written goals for your future and made plans to accomplish them? I'm going to say that again. Have you set clear written goals for your future and have you made plans to accomplish them? That's the key, folks. That's the secret. You see, when you have written goals and plans to accomplish them, you're like a star on a predetermined trajectory to the new life you desire. When you have no written goals, you're like a thistle in the wind, blowing hither, thither, and yon. When this question was asked to that class of, I think they were graduating business students, so they were pretty sharp people, only 3% of the sample had written goals and plans. 13% had goals, but not in writing. They were in their heads. 84% had no specific goals at all. You know, the proof is always in the pudding. We often say, liars may figure, but figures don't lie. 10 years later, when the members of this same class were interviewed again, look at the results. The 13% who had goals, but not in writing, were earning an average twice as much as the 84% of those who had no goals at all. Now that can motivate you to think about your goals. But let's continue. The 3% who had clear written goals and plans to attain them were earning on average 10 times as much as the other 97% put together. Now, folks, if that doesn't tell you that you need written goals and written plans, you need to look at that. So in order to create a new life, you must create a new vision, a new you. No goals, no game, no goals, no game. The second key to creating the new you is setting your goals. What is the process? How do you set goals? Well, in general, your goals must be written, shared, and committed. Now, this is a powerful concept now. When they're written, your goals must be written in absolute detail, in a sensory fashion, in a fashion where you know how it moves, how it feels, how it touches. everything about it. It must be shared because we're going to talk about it a little later, but in order to access certain levels of power in the universe, you have to come together with another person, with other people, with like-minded people. And it must be committed. You know, at the early part of the year, everybody writes resolutions and writes the goals that they want to achieve. And someone did a study that I guess about 90 days down the line, about 90% of the people don't know what they don't have any, they didn't write them down, they have not a clue. And so commitment, I think Winston Churchill said, to be committed means that you do what you say you were going to do long after the feeling that you said it in has disappeared. So when you write your goals, when you share your goals, you have to be committed to making those goals happen no matter what. I'll tell you a little story about commitment. When Cortez was conquering Mexico, there was a lot of gold. Cortez had a crew, I think of about 600 men. And there were about 10,000 Indians who did not want him to take that gold and who wanted to kill him and his crew. Cortez wanted to motivate the crew to have a goal of survival and taking that goal back to Europe. And so to motivate his troops to fight as hard as possible, he burned the ships. So there was no escape. So it was either fight or die, win or die. And so many times in our success journey, as we engage upon creating the new you, we have to be just that committed. Only success. Only success. Your goals must be smart. They must be specific. Someone says, my goal is to be happy. Can I attain it? I don't know, because it's not specific. It must be measurable so you can determine how much energy to give. It must be set in advance so you have direction of how to apply your energy and your efforts. It must be realistic based on where you are right now. And it must cover a certain time period because time is the equalizer. There are three principles on which the universe is based. Order, and these are the universal laws that operate, the physical laws, the spiritual laws, the laws of every variety. Change, that the universe is in a constant state of change, a constant state of flux. And then time, that eternal variable over which things happen. The third key to creating the new you is writing your plan of action. If you don't write your goals, you can't write a plan of action. We have a whole training on that, how to write your plan of action. When we look at the 2 points, the law of vision helps you write your plan of action, and the 7th law of success, the law of action. In our class, in our webinars, we take those 2 laws and then give you examples and exercises to show you how to actually write them down. The 4th key to creating the new you is executing your plan of action effectively and efficiently. You know, you can have a vision, have goals, write a plan, but the rubber's got to hit the road. You've got to take action. So that 4th key, how to take action effectively and efficiently. How do you make a written plan of action? In the law of action, that 7th law, we talk about the 9-step method to make a success plan. And I'm just going to cover a couple of points because this is the foundation on which you build your success. 1, have a daily planner. to really live by the book. And in that daily planner, you have a calendar, you keep time. Number 2, write your vision, your goals, and your target dates in your planner. Your planner is like the mirror. When you look in your mirror every day to see if you look nice, when you look in your planner every day to see how you're working on your vision. Write your vision, your goals, your target dates in your planner so that you can read them over 3 and 4 times a day. Earl Nightingale said, you become what you think about most of the time. And so you have to think about the things that you want to be, do, and have. You have to think about your vision and think about the goals that will lead you to your vision so that you can create the energy, the desire to make it happen. Number 3 in your planner, list the actions necessary to accomplish your goals and when they must be performed. You see, this listing of actions, we call it a to-do list. This is the barometer by which you measure your success. If you're not making a list of actions to be accomplished each day, and if you're not getting them done, success will elude you. Then number 4, to write out a brief but complete narrative statement of how you intend to achieve your goals. Now, we have a beautiful section on that in chapter 7 in the law of action. And in our seminars, in our webinars, we actually show you how to go about doing that. We show you how to actually write your success plan. And in that plan, it's a nice statement. I intend to do this, and I intend to accomplish this. And in order to accomplish this, I must do A, B, C, and D. And I will secure the wherewithal I need to accomplish my vision and my goals through C, D, E, and F. And the priorities of my actions are. All that's covered in our game setting, game plan making exercise. Think about this. When you go to a bank to borrow money as a company, they ask you for your business plan because they know that if you don't have a business plan, you will not be successful. Why should life be any different? When you write your success plan, you're like blueprinting your success and increasing the odds that you will achieve it. We're also going to talk about the formula. You know, there's a formula for achieving your goals. I'm going to just give you an idea. In order to achieve a 1-year goal, write it down. I have a 1-year goal. I want to buy a house. Mm-hmm. In order to buy that house, I need to accumulate nearly $5,000. And so you set your 1-year goal. Then you break your 1-year goal down into 12 monthly goals. Well, to buy that house, I need to save about, $450 a month. That'll work. Then you break the first month down into weekly goals. So let's just say this is whatever month. Say it's January. Then you break the January goals down into weekly goals. So if I need $450, there are 4 weeks in the month. That means I need to generate or save about $112.50 every week. And then break your weekly goals, the goals of the first week of the first month, down into daily goals. So let's assume I'm working 5 days a week, then 5 into 112. That gives me about $22, $23 a day. And so the secret of achieving goals is to break the big goal down, the 1 year, the 2 year, the 5-year goal down into what you have to do today. And so that formula will be very powerful, and we'll be covering that in our New You for a New Life seminars. So to summarize, in order to create a new you, you have to, 1, develop your vision of the new you. Number 2, set goals that will lead you to that vision of the new you. Number 3, make written plans to accomplish your goals. Number 4, execute your plans consistently and effectively. And then number 5, you must learn, practice, and master the universal laws of success that will now take you to the next level. All right, this is a nice point for everybody to just sit up for a minute and sort of take a deep breath. And if anyone would like to share one of their goals, just type it in the box. Any goal that you want to accomplish this year, over the next 12 months. Anyone would like to share, write it in the box and we'll hold you to it. Let's just take a deep breath. Hold it. Let it out slowly. Take a deep breath. Hold it. Let it out slowly. I am at peace with myself. Let us say that together. I am at peace with myself. Take a deep breath. Hold it. Let it out slowly. All right. Woo! Let's see, Lucille, time and financial freedom. Linda, I'll be preaching on a world stage. Beautiful, beautiful. I tell you, if you can write it, you can do it. They say if you can't see it, you can't be it. And if you don't write it, you won't be it. So the fifth key in creating the new you is mastering the skill of time management. If you remember, I said that the three principles of the universe are order, change, and time. And time management is under the eighth universal law of success, the law of value. And the law of value really says, don't waste your time, thoughts, actions, or material possessions. Don't waste them. Time, freedom, and financial freedom. Beautiful, Bill. Thank you. Time is your most valuable asset. You can think a new thought. Okay. You can even get a rerun on the actions and say, do a reset. Let's do a do-over. You can replace your resources, your material possessions. But time is unrepeatable and irreplaceable. And so this key to creating that new you says that everything is done in context of time. All the things that you do are in the time context. Monica's going to apply to graduate school. Beautiful. To create the new you, you must constantly ask yourself the time question. And the time question is this: what is the best use of my time right now when I consider my goals, vision, and purpose? Let's say that again. What is the best use of my time right now when I consider my goals, my vision, and my purpose? You have to ask yourself that time question from moment to moment. You see, we live our lives moment to moment. The moments become minutes, the minutes become hours, the hours become days, the days become weeks, the weeks become months, the months become years, the years become a lifetime. And so to create the new you, you have to ask the time question: what is the best use of my time right now when I consider my goals, my vision, and my purpose, and then act accordingly. The seventh key to creating the new you is managing your money. I don't know if you've ever heard a personal development course like this, but we have to be realistic. We have to recognize that money is an important aspect of your life. Money is an awesome servant, but a terrible master. So money in the right context and in the right place is an awesome servant. As you progress along your success path, you become aware of how much time and effort is devoted to generating sufficient income to meet the needs of you and your family. Rakaya says, financial freedom, more time to spend with my children. Barry says, time freedom and financial freedom, beautiful. And so this idea, this is really a reality check that unless you solve the money riddle, and we call it solving the riddle of survival, until you master the riddle of survival, you can always be living hand to mouth. When I was a young man, I was a dreamer, and I always had something going. And I used to tell my dad, I'm waiting for my ship to come in. And he looked at me one day and he said, did you send your ship out? It was startling. Like, wow, didn't think about that, Dad. How do you send your ship out? He said, did you send out any projects? Did you write any books? Did you send resumes? What did you do to expect something to come back? And so mastering the riddle of survival means that you figure it out so that you determine a method to generate the money necessary to maintain yourself and your family. But don't trade so much time that you can't pursue your dreams. The challenge of your financial survival is an important test of your skill, your determination, and most of all, your self-discipline. To meet this challenge, you must master two things. One, the 4 principles of wealth building. And we're going to deal with that in the New You for a New Life training. The 4 principles of wealth building, the earning principle. In other words, earn as much as possible. The spending principle. Don't waste money, circulate the money. The saving principle, that always save a portion of what you earn. The investing principle, how to put money to work for you. But none of these 4 principles will operate until you perfect the skill of budgeting. Without a budget, you cannot control your finances. Without a budget, you cannot effectively control your finances. And so we're going to cover the budget in the New You for a New Life, because that's critical. The 7th key to creating the New You is building strong relationships. The 9th universal law is the law of relationships. And basically, every step of your success journey requires relationships, positive relationships. Relationships are interesting because they can either uplift you or tear you down. When you share your goals, your vision, your dreams with people who are not where they need to be in the relationship aspect, they can tear you down, they can poo-poo you, they can discourage you. Through relationships, you can access the principle of the mastermind, the power of the mastermind principle. And see, the mastermind principle is one of the spiritual laws that magnifies and multiplies your powers. See, the spiritual law says when 2 or more are gathered on one accord, I am among them. And I am is the making power. So 1 + 1 is more than 2. You've seen it happen when you get a group of singers together. You can have 3 or 4 different parts, but when they sing together, you hear something different. Overtones are created, vibrations are created that come from just the presence of these singers in the space that they're operating. Similarly, on your success journey, when you have positive relationships, uplifting relationships with people who can help you, then I am becomes the making power, the magnifying power, the attracting power, the power to get things done and to create desired results. So we put it all together to make your breakthrough. So the 8th key to creating the new you is to make your breakthrough. So what is a breakthrough? There's 7 keys to making a breakthrough. Number 1, you have clearly defined goals. Number 2, you take responsibility for making that breakthrough. You say, if it's to be, it's up to me. Number 3, you use your powers of visualization and creativity to bring in a higher order of essence, of power. Many times you can't solve a challenge on the level that created it, and you have to visualize, you have to use your imagination. Albert Einstein said imagination is more powerful than knowledge because imagination is unlimited. So to use your powers of visualization, imagination, and creativity. Number 4, to leverage your time, your thoughts, your energy, and your resources. Number 5, to use your power of enthusiasm. See, enthusiasm is an infectious state of mind that gets the cooperation of other people. It also fuels the power, the law of attraction, to pull into your space that you need. Number 6, establish your priorities. Understanding the power of time and time management. Then establish your priorities so that you always do the most important things first. And then number 7 is to keep going and growing. So wrapping this around, the law of vision requires that you have a crystal clear picture in your mind of what you want to be doing now. When this picture, your vision, is fully internalized through your senses, it manifests in your life experience. By writing your vision clearly and in great detail, you can analyze it, dissect it, and break it down into identifiable goals. When you cast that concept, then you have to say, what does it take to make the necessary changes in your life to create the new you for your new life? It's going to take time. We didn't get where we are overnight. You don't go broke overnight, and you certainly don't get rich overnight. It's going to take study. You know, many of us were not taught how to set goals. We're not taught how to manage our time. We're not taught how to operate in an efficient manner. So you're going to have to study. You're also going to have to work at it. You know, this is an on-the-job training. It'll also take support. That mastermind principle is important because when you get like-minded people together in an environment where they feel nurtured, where they feel loved, then they can share and open up and help themselves. Validation, because you need people saying you did well. You need people saying, when we talk about relationships, the most powerful word is congratulations. The most powerful phrase, I am proud of you. And you need accountability. You'll find that when you have another human being, another person who understands your vision and your desire to get it, that accountability, once again, 2 or more gather on one accord, it helps strengthen you. And that is why we decided to offer the 8-session New You for a New Life Transformational webinar. The course outline follows these 8 keys. Session 1, developing your vision. Knowing that the vision is the blueprint for your life. Session 2, how to set goals. Knowing that goals are the stair steps to your vision. Number 3, how to make written plans. Knowing that writing plans is the process of converting goals into action steps. Number 5, executing your plans. Knowing the techniques of taking action. It says, whatsoever your hand findeth to do, do it with all your might. When you execute your plans where only success is the option, where you're committed to work as long as it takes, to get your desires manifested. We talk about time management, the 4 quadrants of time, how to use your time most effectively, how to eliminate distractions, how to eliminate the 10 time wasters that pull you off course, how to keep yourself focused on the path. Class number 6 is about managing your money, and where we talk about how to build wealth, how to create wealth, but also how to translate that wealth into an active budget. Not just a piece of paper you file away, but a piece of paper that you live by. You know, many people have created great wealth using a budget and saving a certain amount of time of money over a long period of time, have created millions. Session 7, we're going to talk about building those power relationships, a relationship with your source, the relationship with yourself, the relationship with other people, the relationship with material objects, so that the material world serves you and you don't serve it. And then finally, we're going to cover making your breakthrough, where you put it all together to draw that line in the sand and say, if it's to be, it's up to me. So in our New You for the New Life Transformational webinar, you receive 8 one-hour training sessions where we cover these topics, plus 4 live interactive mastermind group sessions. You know, for the last year, we have had some incredible mastermind sessions and just seen people grow. We've seen Dawn down in Barbados and Janelle, who've grown so greatly. Now they're doing webinars and seminars and changing people's lives. We've seen Carolyn do a whole series of webinars now and balancing people's lives. We've seen Dr. Akila Faye with some of her draw your vision, people manifesting. We've seen so many people who've taken this training and transformed their lives. And the core of that is the mastermind sessions where we can interact. There's that success nurturing environment where everybody's saying, we believe in you. You can do it. Hang in there. The best is yet to come. Then we use our book, The 12 Universal Laws of Success, the Super Achiever edition, with over 1 million copies around the world, translated into 9 languages. And this is our recipe book. Just like your very best cookbook, this is your success cookbook. And that will be our basic text over this 8 sessions. We're also going to send you the ebook. And the reason is, I know that when you get started in something, we actually have to send the book in the mail to you. People get so excited, they want to see something right away. So you'll get the ebook. Sometimes we have people in different areas of the world who are taking our webinars, and the ebook is the only thing they can get because it costs $100 to mail 1 book. We get the personal success workbook. And this goes and interacts with the book, The 12 Universal Laws of Success, and it keeps you writing. The whole idea is when you write it, it activates certain centers in your mind that help get results. You get the 12 affirmation poster. There are over 100,000 of these that have been printed and distributed around the world. I've gone in prisons and seen them up on the walls in the prison areas. I've gone in schools. But these 12 affirmations give you a blueprint to transform your life. Affirmations are a way to reprogram your mind so that you can get the results you desire. Affirmations like, I believe in myself. Like, I always focus on the positive. I always do it now. I have a plan for my success. You get over 12 hours in Millionaire Mentorship audio downloads. Now, these audio downloads are powerful. These are recordings from our Millionaire Mentorship call, and they're very topic-oriented. Things like overcoming procrastination, big problem. how to get out of a rut. If you're stuck, what do you have to do to get unstuck? Making right decisions, because we are where we are because of the thoughts, choices, and decisions we make. How big is your dream? Maybe you're not seeing it big enough. You know, sometimes we look at ourselves through a small window, and our dream is a whole lot bigger than that. 9 rules for becoming a success, a formula that you can follow. Time management, where we go into the 4 quadrants of time management. 4 principles of wealth building, where in detail we talk about how to earn money, how to save money, how to circulate money, how to invest money, and refocusing your life. Now you said, I'm making a left turn, I'm going to make a right turn. Where your success GPS says recalculating, and much more. At the end of the class, you get a certificate of completion that you can use. We state the number of hours for continuing education. And then we get a personal course evaluation, because we want to see how you've been transformed. We want to look at you from the beginning and now look at you at the end and say, wow. So let's look at this. You say, man, this must cost $1 million. No. The New You for a New Life webinar, we initially set it at $997. We said, that seems to be the going rate now for things that can change your life. But we thought about it, and so many people want to move, they want to do it. And so we said, let's give a 50% discount. We'll meet you halfway. And so it's $497. That includes everything. And we have 2 payment options: to pay the full amount at one time, or an installment plan of paying $200 a month. That would take it over a 3-month period. Wow, what's the value of learning the secrets of success? My first success course was $2,500. And let me tell you, just getting the money was a great lesson in commitment. At the end of the new year, New You for a New Life Transformational webinar, you'll have a clear written vision of the new you that you can read 5 times a day. You have a game plan for achieving at least your 2 most important goals. You'll be able to identify and confront the fears, the insecurities, the negative beliefs that have been undermining your success. Fear of criticism, fear of failure, doubt, insecurity. You're going to learn to use the laws of attraction and focus to support and enhance your success efforts. You see, these spiritual laws of attraction, human magnetism, and relationship gives you the power to leverage money, efforts, and most of all, time. You're also going to have a written budget. One of the things, if you don't walk out of this class with anything else, one of our SOSTAN, one of our super achievers from down in Texas, I mean, he took goal setting to a whole nother level. But you realize the power of an active goal, a living goal, and a game plan to use wealth building principles to maximize your income, control your spending, and consistently save and invest. You are going to also learn specific steps to manage your time effectively and efficiently that will help you overcome procrastination, help you neutralize distractions, help overcome lack of focus, and build your self-discipline. Monica said, if it's to be, it's up to me. You got that right. You also receive a success mindset. You know, when you operate in the 4 mastermind sessions, there's a success mindset that helps you take what you have, starting where you are, to get where you want and become the person you desire to be. And then finally, an accountability and support system that continues after the webinars are completed. So let's just recap. You get the 8-session New You for a New Life Transformational webinar. It's normally $997, a 50% discount. That's $497 for 8 webinar training sessions plus the 4 mastermind group sessions. You know, the best way to become a part of the New You for New Life webinar training is to invest $497 tonight in yourself. I remember when I wanted to take my first personal development course and it was $2,500 and I had no idea where I was going to get it. But a thought came to me. Go to somebody who's got the money. Make them understand that it's important to me to do this thing and do it so strongly that they have to give you or loan you the money. Success loves speed. And so for the first 15 people who enroll tonight in the New You for a New Year, New You for a New Life webinar, we'll schedule we call it a personal clarity coaching call. Because everybody's at different places on their success journey. And some of you, I think, want to jumpstart your journey. And so that personal clarity success coaching call can help shorten your learning course and put you on the fast track to achieving the New You for a New Life. So enroll now. And what we're going to do is this. For those who want to enroll tonight, I want you to email me. And in the email, just say, I'm ready. Email me at Herbert, Herbert, at herbertharris.com. That's Herbert at herbertharris.com. Email me, and we will send you the link and all the other information to get you going. Just say, I'm ready. We said that the 15 people, the first 15 we'll set up for the coaching session. We'll schedule that personal success assessment coaching call to help jumpstart you. But the main thing is this: to enroll now, to send that email with I'm ready in the subject to Herbert at herbertharris.com. Thank you for attending this New You for a New Life webinar. I would love for you to go and share your feedback on Facebook, on our website, Herbert Harris on Facebook, Herbert.Harris.77. On your Facebook page, if you've had a revelation or a breakthrough, share that on your Facebook page. And also, those of you, I promised everybody who stays to the end will get the 2 downloads. So email me, Herbert at herbertharris.com, with New Life in the subject line, and we will get your downloads, your 2 downloads, the videos, how to overcome lack of focus and how to develop how to overcome procrastination. So friends, thank you so much. This New You for a New Life is a critical exercise and a critical experience that we feel led to really share. One thing I know for sure, that if we keep doing what we've always done, we'll always get what we've always gotten. If you're ready for a change, if you want this year, this time to be your time for massive success, you've seen it happen for others. They don't have anything that you don't have. You've seen it happen for people that you know up close, people that you don't know. But the secret is this: all they did was apply the same principles that you will learn in the New You for a New Life webinar series. This is Dr. Herbert Harris, and thank you so very, very much. We look forward to working with you to help you create the new you for a new life, knowing that the best is yet to come.